Okay, Merlion. Don't sound like a lion, yeah? As I said just now earlier, I share with you. Lions, in fact, there wasn't any lions to be found actually in Singapore. So, the thing is, we now have question mark, yeah? What actually they saw, we also don't know. Anybody guesses. But since his people told him, the prince, that the lion he saw, so we leave it as that. Now, but there are tigers in Singapore, but they were all hunted. So by the 1930s already, there were no more lions to be found in the wild. And as you can see, Singapore, the landscape, no lion want to be here, yeah? Because there's no forest, no jungle, not big enough for them. And I also don't want, I'm very scared. Where everywhere I go, they come out, they want to eat me. So I don't want any lions or tigers. So they are all only found in the Singapore Zoo now. Yes. Chinatown, yes. Okay, now we're continuing with our next lap. We'll be going to Chinatown. So Chinatown, now Singapore was once upon a time under the British rule. As I mentioned earlier, in 1819, this guy, he sailed in, yeah, where the Merlion is. He sailed in by ship and he saw this place. So he discussed with the chief of the island during that time, saying that he wants to set up a trading port. So they were given the permission, and as it goes, once they get the permission, they stay here long and they do business. We became a colony of the British. Yes, so for 144 years. So this guy, his name is Sir Stamford Raffles. So sometimes you will see building Raffles Hospital, Raffles Road, Raffles Boulevard. Yeah, name after him. Yeah, they credit him. So now this Marina Bay area, if you see yesterday by the flyer, you can see there's a bridge, yeah? Now the water here once upon a time was sea water. But the barrage, the bridge that is built, and there's gates there to control the flood and the water, thus making this place now a reservoir. So it's part of our drinking water. Now Singapore, as we know, no natural resources. So our water first in line was imported water and still is till today. So the contract will end in 2061. So we have to make provision. So that's why we came up with other sources of water. Okay, one of it, of course, is our own reservoir. The other one will be from rainwater collection from rooftop. So most buildings now, especially the new ones, and of course the old one, probably they will retrofit it, yeah, to ensure that catchment of rainwater, that also become our water source which flows into our reservoir. Of course, reservoir water, they will be purified first. And then we have new water. The name itself is very deceptive. New water means what? Old turned into new. Magic. David Copperfield. Use water that we flush. Okay, there's different drainage. Wastewater, water that can be processed. That is how we recycle actually our used water. 30% of it for industrial purpose. Yes, and the rest, of course, for consumption, whereby, of course, they have to filter and treat it as well before it comes to us. And the last but not least is desalination. Salt water, they turn into fresh water. That's why our marina, where the Merlion is fresh water. It's the many years of rain, exchange of rainwater processes, that now the area is already fresh water.